Hi, this is Martin again from Fitness 24. Today we're going to be focusing on the rear deltoid pectoral flies machine. It's one of the more later design in the fitness industry, so you're going to find it a little bit different. However, they pretty much do the same thing. You're going to probably get a little more effect from the later models of the equipment, but you know what, pretty much all equipment do the same thing. Alright, so we have a pectoral action fly on this machine, and we also have a rear deltoid flies. Now, the pectoral muscles is across the chest is just a fancy name for saying chest, and the rear deltoids is just a fancy name for saying the rear of the shoulders. It's for the back of the shoulders. So this area here is a beautiful machine to work this area. You want to tighten up all these areas. For females, for males, sometimes you have females, they have soft spots in these areas on their armpits. It's a beautiful machine to fly, to burn those areas away. So we have David here today, and he's going to be demonstrating this machine, and he's going to show us exactly how it works. Alright, so we can follow the hints and tips as we go along. Alright, so here is your seat area, and it has an adjustable lever right here to adjust the seat. Now, always tell people, the taller you are, the lower your seat goes. The shorter you are, the higher your seat goes. I'm not a tall guy, so you know what, I keep my seat high. I'm cool with that. Now, over here you put your back here, and you put your glutes over here. Now these are the handles that you're going to be using. You have a vertical handle and you have an horizontal handle. You can choose whichever one to use. People always ask me, Martin, which is better? Is it the horizontal or the vertical handle is better? It doesn't matter which one you use. As long as you use both evenly, you get a rounded effect and you get better results from what you're doing. Okay, over here you have your weight stacks, and you have a weight pin here, and you can select your weight. Again, this is one of the exercises that, for example, the rear delts, the pectoral muscles are pretty big muscles. It can handle a lot of weight. For the rear delts, you don't necessarily need a lot of weight for the rear delts, because if you overload your rear delts, you're going to find several other helping muscles. Several muscles start working. You're going to find that back starts working, your arm starts working, your shoulders start working, and you really will not get the effect that you need. So again, stick to the lower weights for your rear delts, and you can also stick to the higher weights for your pectorals muscles, that's your chest muscles. Okay, so David, come on in, and we're going to demonstrate some more. Okay, so here we have David, and he's going to show you how to do the front flies. That's for working on the pectorals muscles, that's the chest muscles. Over here, you have some spring lock. These are like little red knobs, and they're spring lock. They have where this entire lever goes up and lock in that area. Now, if he's going to do a pec fly and he's going to try to get these handles from all the way back there, that's going to be very dangerous for him. You don't want to be doing that. You want to stick to the safest way of using this machine. So very gently, all you're going to do is going to pull down the lever, and it's going to freely come forward. Now, because you want to get a flight, you don't want to go all the way back, so you want to make it comfortable. He takes his arms out, and he can fly his machine very comfortable. Now, there's also numbers on this lever, and whatever number that you put here, you want to make sure that you put the same number around here. Okay, so we have a number 2 around here, so we're going to turn it all the way around to 2 on that side. So we're almost ready to go, except that we're going to choose a weight for it. Alright, he's a pretty strong guy, pretty big guy, so we don't want to choose a smaller weight for him. We want to put some heavier weights for him. Okay, so weights are ready, our handlebars are ready. Now, we're going to go into the fundamentals and the details of how to fix your body up. First thing you want to do, you want to make sure that your quadriceps are level or parallel to the floor. You want to make sure that you have about 90 degrees behind the knees, and your feet are gently placed. All these sitting exercises, you should never firmly place your feet, just lightly place your feet, because you don't want to distribute the work in the leg area. You want to make sure that you stick to the muscles, and you want to work the muscles that you intended to work. So you're going to bring your feet back some more, that's good. And another simple little tip, what I always tell people, if you want to be light with the feet, is elevate your knees a little, so you're on the ball of the feet. That's a very comfortable way. This way, you'll be able to redirect the work to the muscle that you intended. His glutes is all the way back, so he's not sitting on the edge where you have that angle. He's nice and straight one, and he has a neutral spine. So you have that natural curve in the spine, and his shoulder blades are retracted. His chins are tilted upwards, and we're ready to go. Now, we're going to be using just the vertical grip for now, and you know, it's going to be the same principles that applies to the horizontal grip. So if you have to use the horizontal grip, and you have to use the vertical grip, then you know what, it's just the same principles that apply in terms of setting up the upper and the lower body. And this, although we're doing a pectoral exercise, and we're also doing a rear delt exercise. All this principle of seating works for both. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get started, and he's ready. And next thing you want to make sure that you do is keep your elbows upwards. So you want to keep the elbow upwards. You don't want to have the arm flying like that. The muscle's not made to work like that. You want to make sure it's like that. So this way it will redirect the work directly into the pectoral muscles. Alrighty? So the straighter you can get your arm, the better. The next thing you don't want to do is, we have the habit of sticking out the thumb and holding the machinery like that. We don't want to do that. Whenever you do that, there's a lot of force being redirected into the forearm, into the shoulders, and places that you don't want to redirect them. So we want to make sure that the thumb's a nice firm grip that's there. That's where it puts minimal effect on the arms, on the forearms, and same thing over here. So here we go, we're ready. Now, rule of thumb again, as you know, exertion when you're applying that force, and you're going to inhale when you're relaxing. Are we ready, David? Here we go. We're going to hit about 10 reps, and I'm telling you, warn you, it's pretty heavy, it's not the lightweight. So let's go. Here we go, 10 reps. 1, it's good. 2, you're going to keep your elbows upwards. That's good. 3, very good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. Beautiful. Now, most of the work is being done when you're out here from about that point, from about the 180 when both arms are straight across to about that degree. Most of the work is done. Coming in is smooth sailing after that. So if you want to increase the level of intensity on your workout, you can also put it out there and pulse it a bit where you're stopping about quarter off the range of motion that you would have normally be working with. This way you get some more activities happening, more burning the chest, the pecs, more the pectoral muscles start working. Beautiful. That's good. Fantastic job. Okay, so that's basically what we do for the chest, for the pecs. Okay, we're going to change it up a bit right now. So we're going to flip David around, and he's going to face the opposite way. Nothing changes. The seat is already preset to him. He's going to use his feet. He's going to set his feet in the same way we would normally set his feet. See, we turn around, David. Here we go. So like we said, we don't want to use the same weight that we use on the pecs on the rear delts. The rear delts are these muscles in the back area. Okay, so we're going to change that to some lower weight, and you're going to use the mind to muscle effect in doing this sort of workout too, because it's a smaller muscle. You almost have to actually focus in squeezing that muscle to make it work, and really think about it. If you don't think about it, you sit on this machine just with a blank mind and you just start pumping away, so many different muscle groups starts helping out, and that's not what you want. You really want to have the muscle working that you intended to work. So the muscle that we intended to work is a very small muscle that's right in this area. So it's about from the top of the shoulders to right there. Okay, here we go now. So we're going to use the horizontal grip for the same thing. We're going to set the feet up the same way. So you're going to be on the ball of the feet. You're going to have about 90 degrees behind the knees. You're going to have the arch, the neutral spine happening, and the shoulder blades are going to be tilted backwards. Now, this grip, this motion, we're going to have to remove this and bring it all the way to the front, because we're not doing the pec flies anymore. We're doing the rear delts. And here's where we're going to hold it and we're going to fly outwards. Ready? Here we go. So we're going to do about 8 reps on the horizontal and about 8 reps vertical. Again, same basic principle. You're going to exhale on the way out, inhale on the way in. Or exhale on exertion. Whenever you're applying that force, exhale. Whenever you're relaxing, you're going to inhale. Here we go. 6. 1. It's good. 2. 3. Exhale. That's good. 4. You can actually see the muscles right here. 6. 7. Keep on going. 8. 9. And one more. 10. So if you want to increase the level of intensity as an advanced trainer, what do you want to do? You want to hold it there, just pulse, little baby pulses, until you really feel all those rear delt muscles start working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And he's going to gently bring it forward. And as you know, just for safety's sake, as we said, we use the word gently bring your weight forward. You don't want to slam that weight. You don't want to take the weight off your muscles suddenly. Okay, next thing we just did the horizontal, now we're going to do the vertical grip for the same thing, same principles. Give us about 6 reps, here we go. 1, good. 2, exhale. 3, keep on going. 4, that's good. 5, as you go along, I'm going to simply go over quickly quickly. All the fundamentals of the exercises, you want to make sure you have 90 degrees behind the knees, your heels are up on your balls of the feet, your hips are tucked forward, your glutes are back, your shoulder blades are retracted, you're focusing on the muscles, your head's tilted upwards, you're exhaling on the force and you're inhaling on the way down. That was a beautiful job, David. You guys did a fantastic job. And I hope you don't be afraid of this machine. If you're a male, it works just as good as you're a female. It just depends on how you use the machine. The machine doesn't make a difference. Fantastic job. See you next week. Stay tuned. Keep watching. We have new videos every Friday for you. We always have something great in store for you. Some great hints and tips. Fantastic job. See you next week.